All right, guys, I'm finna try to one take shouty. I'm gonna give y'all this information. This is very important. I'm gonna give it to you as fast and as clean as I can. Let's get to it. Detailed summary. The 80,000 BTC movement, Bitcoin forks, and lost episode symbolism around October 5th, 2025. Bitcoin protocol split. BSV as original, BTC as fork. BSV preserves the original Bitcoin protocol as designed by Satoshi Nakamoto, maintaining the original block size limits, scripting system, and consensus rules. BTC diverged starting around 2017 via protocol changes like SegWit, block size limits, and layer 2 solutions, making it a forked and altered Bitcoin. Therefore, the true Satoshi era coins are those on BSV, as they exist on the original unaltered blockchain. The coins on BTC are considered BTC era coins, representing a forked and changed protocol, though they trace back historically to early BTC days. The 80K BTC movement on July 4th, 2025, a massive movement of roughly 80K BTC occurred on the BTC chain. These are not Satoshi's original coins, as their wallet signature and mining patterns do not match the well-known Patoshi pattern linked to Satoshi. Instead, these are early BTC era coins likely held by dormant early miners or holders, but distinct from Satoshi's personal stash. The movement involved an OP return message attached, stating a kind of adverse possession claim. If no one claims the dormant wallets by October 5th, 2025, ownership and control transfers to the mover. October 5th, 2025 is the 20-year anniversary of the Lost Season 2, Episode 3 orientation. I'm going to say that again. October 5th, 2025 is the 20-year anniversary to the day of the Lost Season 2, Episode 3 orientation, which aired October 5th, 2005. The Lost Season 2, Episode 3 orientation episode and its symbolism. In the episode, characters discover a button that must be passed every 108 minutes. A button that must be pressed every 108 minutes to prevent an unknown but implied catastrophe. The button represents a system of faith, responsibility, and ongoing maintenance of the delicate balance. Failure to press the button leads to disaster. A metaphor for neglect or abandonment of critical systems. The orientation episode originally aired on October 5th, 2025, precisely 20 years before the deadline in the OP return message, connecting the lost episode to Bitcoin and the October 5th, 2025 deadline. The actor behind the BTC coin movement of 80K appears to intentionally reference the button system from Lost as a metaphor for Bitcoin's integrity. BTC's integrity. Let's clarify that. The button symbolizes maintaining the system stability. For the original Bitcoin BSV, the button is still pressed, the system maintained faithfully. For BTC, the fork chain, the button is neglected or abandoned. The 80,000 BTC wallets are like the button station. Once sacred and untouched, now activated by an outsider who threatens to push the button, i.e. sell or dump the coins, if no rightful owner claims them. The October 5th, 2025 date marks the ultimatum, the deadline for responsibility and ownership. If nobody claims these wallets by then, the actor implies they will cause a market catastrophe by dumping the coins, triggering loss of confidence, panic selling, and possible systematic collapse on BTC markets. Implications of this theory. From the BSV perspective, the original Bitcoin, this event is a a warning about the forked BTC chain. BTC diverges from Satoshi's protocol have left it vulnerable, like an abandoned system. The 80,000 BTC coin movement is a symptom of that abandonment, exploited or claimed by a new actor. The threat of catastrophe dump reflects BTC's fragility due to its protocol changes and community fragmentation. The button must be pressed, metaphor, is a call for responsibility for BTC holders to press the button by asserting control before October 5th, 2025, or risk the consequences of abandonment. It's also a symbolic prophecy, mirroring the lost narrative of neglect leading to chaos. Why this matters? The 80K BTC coins are not Satoshi's real coins. They are BTC era coins on a forked chain. The real Satoshi coins reside on BSV, preserved under the original protocol. The actor's message and timing are designed to psychologically pressure the BTC ecosystem, highlighting the difference between true Bitcoin SV and the fork BTC. The looming October 5th, 2025 deadline acts as a countdown to a potential BTC market upheaval if the wallets remain unclaimed. This event symbolizes a crucial juncture in Bitcoin's narrative, emphasizing faith, control, and the risk of abandonment. Now, as we continue on, the impending Bitcoin catastrophe, how the lost episode symbolism reveals an actor threat to wreck the market by October 5th, 2025. A threat encoded in blockchain and pop culture. On July 4th, 2025, roughly 80K BTC moved from dormant wallets. An event immediately grabbed the community's attention. Attached to these transactions were cryptic on-chain messages. Unless the rightful owner claims by October 5th, 2025, the control of the ownership will transfer to the mover. Now, the episode, Season 2, Episode 3 orientation centers on a button that must be pressed to prevent disaster, servicing as a metaphor for maintaining order and avoiding catastrophe. The timing and messaging indicates the actor behind the movement is leveraging the episode's metaphor to signal a looming market wreck, a deliberate attempt to induce panic and destabilize BTC's markets. Control and stability. The lost button represents a system-fragile balance, requiring constant action to prevent disaster. The actor implies BTC ecosystem is similarly fragile. By moving these dormant coins and setting a hard deadline, the actor positions himself as the one holding the power to press or release the button. Pressing the button in this context means exerting control over these coins. Releasing means potentially dumping massive BTC holdings on exchanges. This is a psychological and financial threat. The threat to wreck the market by flooding it with supply, crashing prices, and creating chaos. The 20-year anniversary symbolic deadline and psychological pressure point. The 20 years earlier, the lost episode aired, embedding the concept of pressing a button to avoid disaster deep in popular culture. This exact anniversary adds a layer of symbolic urgency and mythic weight to the ultimatum. It raises the stakes, turning the deadline into a narrative event, not just a technical deadline. The actor uses this to apply psychological pressure on BTC holders and the market, knowing that symbolism amplifies fear and uncertainty. The market impact, the threat to wreck BTC. If the rightful owners do not claim the wallets, the actor gains full control, presumably with the intention or threat of dumping tens of thousands of BTC onto exchanges. Such a sell-off would trigger massive panic selling, price collapse, and and contagion across the entire crypto market. This would be an akin to letting the button go unpressed, unleashing the disaster foretold by the lost metaphor. The event could be one of the largest forced liquidations in crypto history, destabilizing trust and potentially destroying value for millions. Why now, and why this symbolism? The actor's message, timing, and on-chain storytelling are designed to be highly visible and unignorable to market participants and observers. Loaded with meaning that transcends typical blockchain movements, blending pop culture, psychological, and financial threat. A calculated play to manipulate markets by inducing fear, uncertainty, and doubt, FUD, possibly profiting from the chaos or attempting to wrest control from the original holders. Conclusion to all of this: a looming catastrophe wrapped in a pop culture warning. The 80K BTC movement on October 5th, 2025 deadline are not isolated technical events. They are part of a larger narrative thread. The actor behind the movement is signaling power to wreck the market. The chaos of the Lost episode 20th anniversary as a deadline is a deliberate invocation of disaster symbolism. This serves as a chilling warning that if the dormant wallets are not claimed, the BTC market could face a catastrophic sell-off and collapse. For those who see BTC as fragile and forked away from the true Bitcoin, BSV, this event underscores vulnerabilities and the consequences of neglecting control. Man, subscribe, comment, all of that, man. I'm still coming with more videos. Satoshi Vision.